Welcome back to Call for Help. Before the break, we gave you a chance to answer this quiz question. What is APM? And ding, 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 it's A, Advanced Power Management. Intel and Microsoft developed it as a way for software to control the computer so it could go to sleep when you're not using it. Hope you got that right. If you did, you're in the drawing. 3 months free to ZDU, online learning for a connected world. Now I'm going to tell you a little fairy tale. Once upon a time, in Cambridge, England, when the World Wide Web was still in its infancy, a few youthful geeks had a problem. And the solution they developed helped give birth to this netcam technology that we've been showing you today. One of those early netcam pioneers graciously joins us today via netcam, of course, from England, where it's after midnight, the developer of the world-famous Trojan Room Coffee Pot Cam, Dr. Quentin Stafford-Fraser. Welcome to Call for Help, Quentin.
Hi there.
It's great to talk to you. So the Coffee Pot Cam is probably, I'm sure, the longest-running webcam on the net, right?
Well, I think so. You know, we never really claimed that, but we knew it was one of the earliest, and as you say, it certainly predates the World Wide Web. It was actually up there using another technology first of all. So
it's the first one I ever saw, and I don't think I saw it on the web myself.
Yeah, it's been around for quite a while.
When did you first put it up?
I think it was in 1991, and a friend and I, this guy named Paul Jardetsky, who now works over in California, but he and I wrote this little program which would display on the corner of everybody's screen a picture of this coffee filter machine, which we all shared.
And what? That's so you'd know if there was coffee in the coffee pot?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, some people worked in it. The University Computer Lab here is a crazy building and has towers all over the place. And some people were up these towers, you know, and there would be 2 or 3 flights of stairs between them and the coffee pot. And they didn't like coming all the way down the stairs just to find that there wasn't any coffee there. And so if they ran this little program, they could look in the corner of their screen and they'd see whether or not there was any coffee available. And so they would then run down the stairs and try and get it before anyone else got there.
We've rewritten the saying, it's laziness is the mother of invention, isn't it?
No, it's not laziness, really. It was so, because we were such dedicated students, you see. We were working really hard, and it was to enable us to work hard and not have to stand around the coffee pot.
That's what I meant. You didn't want to waste time. Hey, let's take a picture of the coffee pot. I think it's actually down now, but it is the middle of the night. Oh, there's no coffee at all. The pot's missing.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
So now, does it still have that utility? I mean, do people still use it that way, or is it just for historical reasons you keep it running?
Well, no, I mean, it's still connected. People do still look at it. I think it's usually used via the web, though there are various other ways of connecting to it. But you know, when we did it, it was a long time ago. It used very early bits of equipment.
Oh, sure.
And some of those bits of equipment are still running there. And it's somewhat experimental now, or somewhat unreliable, shall we say. But
it was running on an Acorn, wasn't it? An early personal computer?
In fact, the first thing we ran on was some, you know, dedicated bits of hardware that we had left over from another project.
Really? So it was really pretty sophisticated what you were doing at the time.
Oh, well, yeah, so. But
are you surprised at the burst, at the incredible growth of webcams all over the world? You can see there's thousands of webcams now.
There are, and yeah, it's great fun. I mean, not only can you travel effectively from your desktop and see other places and see what it's like, you can even travel in time here. You see, I've got a clock here. You can actually see what time it is over here in the UK.
Now that's remarkable, isn't it? This is great. I appreciate your staying up so late.
That's okay. Well, no, you see, you know, you've traveled in time. You guys are still in Tuesday, but it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday there. And now I know why the coffee pot is empty, by the way. You're staying up. All right, well, we're going to go to the other side of the pond. Still hang on for a little bit, if you will, Dr. Stafford-Fraser. Yep. Another pioneer at the very similar time was developing similar technology. He wanted to do a little bit more, though, than just a still picture of a coffee pot. Our friend Don Leakey is a netcam pioneer, one of the original netcammers on our own ZDTV netcam network, one of the very first guys who joined us on both Call for Help and the Screensavers. He's now on the line from Delta. Are you still in Delta, British Columbia?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Leo. Nice to see you again.
Say hello to Dr. Quentin Stafford-Fraser, the inventor of the Trojan Pot Coffee Cam. Trojan Room Coffee Pot Cam.
They change his name every time. Yeah. Hi, Don.
Now, Don, you were trying to do motion on the. Well, it wasn't the net. It was a LAN, wasn't it?
That's right. Our original, the original product that I co-developed was a product to transmit actual broadcast quality video over a LAN. Now, LAN uses RF.
Right.
Like the radio does, to transmit its data along the wires. And there's just like in radio signals, there are other channels that you can use. And actually, you know, I've got it right here.
So on top of the packeted data that was going over the network, you were sending basically cable television over the network.
That's right. In the rest of the bandwidth, this little device here, as you can see, they've become a little bit more compact over the years.
Yeah, I can see the wires coming out of it. Yeah.
This little device here would actually take signals off of satellite or video and put them over the LAN. And its original target market was traders, stock traders.
Oh yeah, they could see they could talk to one another in conference, yeah.
So they could conference and they could see business news on their desktops as they were doing their trading.
So here we are, now 10 years, almost 10 years later.
Yes.
I'm talking via the internet. This is really kind of remarkable. Via the internet to Cambridge, England, to British Columbia in Canada, and here we are in San Francisco. I could see pictures of everyone. We've really come a long way. Isn't this quite amazing, Dr. Stafford-Fraser?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, you know, back when we were first doing this stuff, most people just had slow modems to their home. I mean, it was like 24. If you were lucky, you maybe had 14.4 kilobit. And,
yeah.
You know, the video quality over that would be very, very poor indeed. You could do it, but it would be very poor. And nowadays, you know, people have cable modems, and you can get really quite good quality video.
It's a brave new world, and thanks to both of you, Don and Quentin, Netcam pioneers, we celebrate you on Netcam Week 3 here on ZDTV. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Leo.
To learn more, this is amazing. I mean, I am getting future shock here. To learn more about the famous Trojan Room Coffee Pot Cam at Cambridge, England, or the adventures of the desk potato himself. He's written up an article for us. Our website at zdtv.com/call4help is the place to go. While you're there, do take your quiz and take the quiz on the knowledge of famous Netcams. See how much you know. And by the way, you're going to want to keep watching, because Friday, we're going to continue with Netcam Week. Martin Sargent is going to take us further into the developments and personalities important in the history of the Netcam, a look back and a look ahead at what the Netcam has to offer. So, boy, that's a lot of fun. And, you know, it's funny because one of my very first internet experiences was that amazing thing to see a coffee pot live via England. And here we are. It's still there 9 years later. Stick around, folks. We're going to check the mailbox for more of your questions and comments. And maybe we'll get this V-mail out when Call for Help continues. Stay right here. Welcome back to Call for Help. Leo Laporte here. Let's check in with the Call for Help chat room, see what they're saying about today's show, because they're talking about those web pioneers. You know, it's an interesting story. Quentin in England did not have a Netcam, so we sent him a Netcam, and he first tried to get it working with Linux, and everything worked fine. The Netcam worked fine, but he didn't have any netcamming software on Linux, which is a Unix-like operating system. So then he tried it with Windows NT. Their software is there, but the Netcam wouldn't work. But we finally we went through. I have to thank him very much, Dr. Stafford-Fraser, for putting all that effort in to get on the air with us, and we were so thrilled he did. And it was such a thrill for me to meet a guy, you know, that's like my early days on the internet, a long time ago. If you want to join us in the chat.